Can you measure the blessing of God in your life? In Ephesians chapter 1, verse 19, Paul talks about the immeasurable greatness of his power. You can't measure it. It's unfathomable. There's the unsearchable riches of Christ. It's a lifelong journey of exploration that we're all set on. And plumbing the depths of what God has done for us in Christ is a great pleasure. It's like a miner who's discovered a huge mine full of gold with jewels and all sorts of other treasures within it, chipping away bit by bit, finding another choice gem, another rich seam. And getting to know what God has done for us is rooted in the power of the resurrected Jesus. It says that power is like the working of his great might, which he worked in Christ when he raised him from the dead and seated him at his right hand in the heavenly places. He's saying that the resurrection of Christ wasn't just something that happened to him. It's something that has impacted on us. We're caught up in it. It's not just an historical event. It's a personal event. And it's beyond anything that we could really conceive. It's the difference between death and life. It's the difference between a tomb and rotting away with all the putrefaction and being raised into a spiritual life, yes, but also a new physical life, a new bodily life. Whoa. And he's working it within the context of the church. He's put all things under his feet for the church. The church is not just a random kind of holding group of people for somewhere to go and something to do until we go to heaven. The church of God is the very reason for which Christ died. And every local church is an expression of that which Christ died for and that Christ has been raised for. Beulah wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the resurrection of Jesus, not just historically, but spiritually. We are rooted and grounded in that power which raised Jesus from the dead. In Romans, Paul says, if the same power that raised Christ from the dead lives in you, he's also going to quicken your mortal body. Now, there he is talking about the body, but we could equally apply that to the church. He's also going to quicken the body. The resurrected life of Jesus is in us. Christ in us, the hope of glory, Paul says in the Colossian letter. Today, let's remember, this is a marvellous thing, immeasurable power at work within us. He seated him in the heavenly places and put everything under his feet for the church. The church gets beaten up in life on earth, but it's being prepared for glory in heaven forever.